Alright, so now we gotta figure out how we gonna
This
get
could
up
be a good
here.
spot to cross.
A good spot to cross where? We gotta get up top to do that, boo.
How does an old ship magically become newer?
We need to look for somewhere to cross.
There we go. I was like, I gotta make this so hard.
You see anywhere that could help?
Keep searching here.
I don't see why the ghost couldn't come to us.
Gone again.
Wait, she led us here. She must have had a reason.
I sense an echo somewhere nearby. Toki mi entrusted, skal nymphalis.
Mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness. For I have done this evil in thy sight. Hang me up before the Lord against the sun. That his fierce anger be turned away. Deliver me from my blood guilt. Purge me, and I shall be clean.
Tell me you understand what is going on.
Is she trying to warn us about something? She killed herself out of guilt. But there she is.
I pray she stays there. No more running.
So is this the same old lady? Or is it somebody else? That why she don't got no memory? Cause I don't know. I'm not even, I'm trying to pretend I know what's going on. I guess we about to find out. This is an interesting case.
What strangeness is this? Can you really be Goody Perkins?
I can be Hepzibah Perkins, and I am. I know Mr. McRae, but I don't know you.
I'm Antea Duarte.
I need your help. I do not wish to ask for it, but I must. I have prayed for help, but God has not sent his answer, because I do not deserve an answer. Unless the answer is you. Then God mocks me. But at least he answers.
You're alive, yet dead. What do you want with your other self?
I must warn me, her, of the danger. The gates of heaven are closed to me, and the Lord is deaf to my complaint. I've committed the greatest of all sins. I denied the life he gave me. Damnation eternal awaits us both. I must save her from herself.
This is... How can you be alive and dead at the same time?
This is the Lord's punishment. This is his will. I remember the bone-chilling cold as I wandered in the endless darkness. Then, suddenly, his warm and dazzling light enveloped me and brought me back. Here, to where I'd lost my life. This is my penance. Damned to watch, helpless, as I sin against him. Again, and again, and again. But then, I thought perhaps not. Perhaps this is my chance for redemption. For absolution. For salvation.
Life can take you to the darkest places. I know this. I know how tempting a permanent solution to a temporary problem can seem. Yet some consider it the worst of sins. What brought you to it?
God knows. And I would prefer to keep it between he and I.
If you want us to help, we'll need to know.
I just need you to get away from her. Every time you ask her the question, it's one more chance for her to remember.
Your living self seems to have lost her memory. Any idea how?
She has lost her memory because she is haunted. Perhaps this is why God has sent me.
You remember, and she forgets. What happens if it starts to come back to her?
Then she will remember, and I will forget.
This is genuinely fascinating.
If she remembers, I have failed. I am the keeper of her memories, her pain, her faults, and her guilt. I protect her from the past to safeguard her future.
You don't protect her, though. You're killing her.
Then she dies without adding to her sins, and I am no longer needed.
We must go now.
Please, save her.
What now?
We go back to the old lady's house and check in on her.
This case is beyond me. What about you?
Charles once told me about a time-traveling ghost. I didn't believe him. Kronos, god of time. This has something to do with the ship.
Well, obviously. Exactly what I was thinking.
The nightmare likes to play with time. No more nights and winter never ending. This may be some sophisticated punishment for Hepzibah.
Goody Perkins!
Look, the rock. There's an echo here. A ghost left a fragment of their past here.
Come on! Won't someone do something? All right, I'll start then. Cowards, you all! We welcomed you, and this is how you reward us. Confess now, woman! Confess the names of your accomplice witches, or be sent back to the rotten hell you worship!
Damn it.
Wish we hadn't seen that.
But we have seen it. Now we know.
What that mean? We gotta take her out.
How bad is it?
She remembers, and soon shall I die.
You took part in the torture and murder of Deborah Comenius. You killed her.
I could not bear the grief of my husband's loss. It turned to anger. I sought a culprit. My rage was blind. I knew Deborah guilty, because I needed her to be guilty. I was not alone in it. I share the blame. But the guilt is all my own.
This mistake, how do we stop you, or her, from making it?
Talk to her. She remembers. The curse will be repeated. Her memory returns and she remembers the stone. She remembers the day she killed. The day she killed Deborah. The memory of that sin, of her blood guilt, will drive her to another sin yet worse. I must be stopped.
We must go now.
Please, don't let her do it. Save me from the sin I'll soon commit.
Mrs. Perkins, are you all right?
I have a weight upon me. The stone. The stone. May God forgive me. What have I done? I remember now. I remember everything.
Aye, and I can tell you're upset. It's a lot to take in. Unfortunately, there's more. There's a lot more. The ghost that haunts you is you. It's hoping to stop you doing something that you'll regret.
My ghost! Is this why sadness hangs heavy on my poor heart? Is this how I feel my guilt?
Life is a gift to be cherished. Sadness fades, joy returns, you can't throw it away.
I know. But what if that's what I deserve? You're a good soul, sir, and a man of action. Help me. Spare me my misery. I beg you, end it. end it now!
She takes you for a murderer. The sin is hers. Don't take it for your own.
I feel your pain, but it's not for me to end it. Mrs. Perkins, it's time.
You heard. Show yourself.
Man, they be putting these hard. You will forcefully banish the ghost. Banishment. You will gently let the ghost of sin from this world with a release. I don't care, you old lady. You killed Deborah.
Hepzibah Perkins, as you live and breathe, I know your past, and your future too. I've heard your request.
I see no other way.
There is always another way. But if this will prevent your damnation, I'm happy to serve.
Thank you. You seem a nice young man. I know how much this cost you.
Taking out old ladies, nah, man. I don't know how I feel about this.
I sail towards my end. Land ho, and God bless you, Red McRae. You heard my complaint. Thank you.
Dang. Took out an old lady, y'all. I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, she did a lot of wrong, so she had to go, y'all. She had to go.
In case you have, trust me. Beware. Wards.
Alright, so we made it to our next case. See what's going on here.
Please give me strength. Dear Lord, I need you now. Please, send help.
An unnecessary question, perhaps, but is everything all right?
No, I'm not all right. There are demons in the mill.
Are there indeed, Mr.
Cottle, sir. Perry Cottle. I'm the baker. This is all Haskell's fault. May his wretched soul rest in peace. His leniency brought the devil on us. Now witches will walk the land. But why are you still standing there gawking like a goose? Aren't you a banisher? I told you there are demons.
Aye. Tell me all about these demons and this mill.
There is a mill. It is my mill in which I mill flour to bake my bread. In the mill, there are demons sent by the evil one.
Oh, all right. No need to be an arse about it. I'll look into it.
The mill lies past the barren fields and across the bridge. Whatever you can do to help, I would be grateful.
Will you be all right out here?
Will any of us be all right now our governor's gone? Lucy Barrow is dead, and demons walk. God has forsaken us.
I'll take that as a maybe. I'm sorry to learn the alewife has died.
Oh, don't be.
What happened to her?
Danced too close to the devil is what she did. I do not know what happened to her, but her death is not my doing, though it was I who found the body. I shall not miss her.
You will when the ale runs out. You really don't seem to hold her in your heart.
The baker and the alewife both need barley. We made a bargain, spit in hand and shaken on, to share the crop. But she broke the deal, went her own way, cut me out. No, I did not like her.
I should go.
As must I, to the hamlet, I think. God walk with you, Banisher.
Demons and a dead alewife. Haunting case.
Haunting case.
Spectre heading for that corpse. They're standing by. Red, I can't manifest anymore. Once more, we're healing. Get out of there. You shouldn't stay in there. Watch out. Spectre possession. They never learn, do they?
Need I was expecting an audience with Legion.
Someday, maybe.
No bread. Cottle never mentioned that. Something's here.
Hidden.
Hard times for Cottle the baker. Seems Cottle was looking for a substitute for barley.
And failing. Looks like Cottle hasn't been able to do his work for quite some time.
Sack race?
You think you can outrun a ghost?
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
This looks like it was ripped from a herbarium. Phytolaica decandra.
Pokeweed. It's poisonous.
Why would a baker have pokeweed?
We should go back to the Harrows and talk to him. So a baker is forced out of work, his business partner dies mysteriously, and now the baker is haunted. That would make him desperate. A lead fuse on a human powder keg. Think you could take on a ghost? Watch out! Spectre possession!
Mr. Cotto, Are you here?
There might be a way to open this door from the other side.
Right, well, what happened here? Despite the barley shortage, Lucy Barrow was brewing ale. Drove Perry mad. Sent him snooping after her.
That, Mr. Cottle, is not the way. Now, what else are you guilty of?
A key hidden behind a spectral web. Why?
What are you doing with my key, you filthy thief? You! Who are you? What are you doing here? Wait. The Banisher, acclaimed. Haunted by a ghost? You must be joking.
Mistress Barrow. Glad to see you, circumstances notwithstanding. This is my partner, Antea Duarte.
Yes, pleasure to meet you, but never mind that. Perry Cottle stole the key to my alehouse. You have it. I want it back.
Why would Perry Cottle have the key to your alehouse?
He wishes to steal my business, so I hid it from him. There's nothing quite like watching a grown man soil his britches over losing a bloody key. Serves him right. The barley failed. No barley means no flour. No flour means no bread. It drove him mad. It made him mean. I don't easily scare, but he scared me. And I was right. In the end, he poisoned me.
What's your relation to Perry Cottle?
We traded. Pleasantries, foodstuffs. He baked a fine loaf. Mostly we shared the barley crop. I worked with him, now I hate him. When I offered him a fair deal, he threatened me.
He omitted to mention this.
Allow me a moment in which to come to terms with the news that the liar, Perry Cottle, failed to tell the truth.
You know how to brew ale without barley. We know this because Perry Cottle spied you doing it.
For a great baker, he makes a piss-weak spy.
Why not just tell him what the substitute was? You'd have your ale and he'd have his bread.
My hard work rightly deserves payment. My demands were reasonable. I even offered to defer the bill. Everything I have, I earned with the sweat of my brow and the brains in my head, and neither man nor God shall take it from me. Perry Cottle thinks innovation, the fruit of my labour, comes from God, to be shared by all, but especially by Perry Cottle. I am a woman of enterprise, and no one drinks for free. No payment, no deal.
Tell me about the poisoning.
To start, let me tell you about the baker Perry Cottle, who is as mean as he is stupid. Mean, for he would not pay me for my work. Stupid, for he poisoned me before he could get his grubby hands on it.
Are you sure he poisoned you?
We had words. He threatened me. He carried out the threat. It seems cut and dried to me. You don't believe me? See for yourself. You have the key. Go to the alehouse where I died.
Where is it?
Go north, across the bridge, past the fallow fields. But do be careful. I hear it's haunted by the ghost of the poor dead alewife.
We should go.
Can't get a moment's peace, can you? Even dead, there's work to be done.
Looks like Perry Cottle left some details out of his story. Let's go to the alehouse.